Spirituality was once a path of deep understanding, effort, and mastery. It required people to face their fears, overcome their weaknesses, and take full responsibility for their growth. The ancient teachings were not about feeling good in the moment. They were about transformation. They demanded discipline, patience, and the willingness to look within, even when it was uncomfortable. But over time, something changed. The true depth of these teachings was slowly erased. What was once a system of wisdom and power became a watered-down version of itself. The deeper lessons, those that required real effort, were removed or ignored. The principles of mastery, self-discipline, and responsibility were replaced with quick fixes and comforting illusions. Instead of guiding people toward true enlightenment, modern spirituality began selling an easy way out. Today, many believe that spirituality is simply about positive thinking, affirmations, and effortless manifestation. They are told that they can achieve anything just by wishing for it, that they don't need to do the inner work, and that the universe will hand them success without effort. This is the trap of instant enlightenment, the belief that one can gain wisdom and power without struggle. But real growth does not come from avoidance. It does not come from ignoring challenges or pretending negativity does not exist. True spirituality requires one to face the darkness within, to transform suffering into strength, and to rise above limitations through conscious effort. The ancient masters knew this, but modern teachings have stripped away this truth, leaving people disillusioned, frustrated, and trapped in cycles they do not understand. Long ago, spiritual masters understood that the universe is governed by unchanging laws. These laws were not just ideas, they were the foundation of all existence. They explained how reality is shaped, how energy moves, and how life flows in cycles. Those who understood these laws could transform their lives in ways most people could not imagine. They could rise above suffering, direct their own destiny, and create lasting change. But over time, these teachings were pushed aside. They were hidden, distorted, or simplified to the point where their true power was lost. What remains today is only fragments of the original wisdom, often misunderstood or misused. Yet, for those who seek the deeper truth, these laws are still here, waiting to be rediscovered. They provide the missing pieces that modern spirituality has ignored. The first and most powerful law is mentalism, the idea that everything begins in the mind. Your thoughts do not just reflect reality, they create it. Every belief you hold, every idea you entertain, shapes the world around you. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, your life will reflect those things. But if you train your mind to focus on clarity, mastery, and purpose, you will start to see those qualities manifest in your life. Then comes correspondence, the principle that says, as within, so without. This means your inner world and outer world are connected. If your mind is chaotic, your life will be chaotic. If you bring order and discipline to your thoughts, you will see that same order appear in your circumstances. Many people try to change their lives by focusing only on external actions, but true change begins within. Vibration teaches that everything has a frequency. Your emotions, your words, even your intentions carry energy. You cannot attract success while vibrating at the level of fear and doubt. You must raise your frequency through your mindset, your actions, and your daily habits until it matches the reality you desire. This is why those who master their energy seem to attract opportunities effortlessly, while those who dwell in negativity remain stuck. Then there is polarity, which explains that opposites are just different degrees of the same thing. Light and dark, joy and suffering, strength and weakness. They are not separate forces, but points on a single spectrum. This means you are never truly stuck in one state. If you feel weak, you can shift toward strength. If you feel lost, you can shift toward clarity. The key is learning to transmute negative states instead of avoiding or suppressing them. Rhythm reveals that everything in life moves in cycles. There will be times of expansion and times of contraction, moments of success and moments of struggle. Most people resist these cycles, expecting life to always be easy. But those who understand rhythm learn to move with the natural flow of life. They know when to push forward and when to step back, when to act, and when to prepare. This is how they stay in harmony with the universe. Cause and effect reminds us that nothing happens by chance. Every action has a consequence. Every choice you make sets a chain of events into motion. Many people believe they are victims of life, that things happen to them randomly. But in truth, they are creating their own experiences, even if they do not realize it. Once you take control of the causes in your life, you will no longer be at the mercy of external effects. Finally, gender is not about male and female, but about the two fundamental forces of creation. The masculine is logic, direction, and action. The feminine is intuition, flow, and receptivity. Both are necessary to create anything meaningful. If you rely only on masculine energy, you may take action without wisdom. If you rely only on feminine energy, you may have vision, but no movement. Mastering both is the key to powerful creation. These laws are not just theories, they are the hidden forces shaping your reality. But knowing them is not enough. To truly change your life, you must apply them. This is what separates those who remain trapped in illusion from those who break free. If people understood how reality works, if they mastered their own minds and took control of their energy, they would become unstoppable. They would not be controlled by fear, by scarcity, or by false limitations. They would not look to external authorities for guidance. They would create their own path. But a world full of empowered individuals is dangerous to those who seek control. That is why the system does everything in its power to keep people weak. It does not do this by force. It does it by shaping the way people think, by feeding them distractions, by making sure they never discover the deeper truths that could set them free. The most powerful teachings have been hidden from the masses. The knowledge that was once passed down by ancient masters has been buried under layers of distortion. Hermeticism, the foundation of true spiritual wisdom, has been reduced to a few vague ideas, while its most powerful lessons have been erased. Society tells people that success is about luck, that happiness comes from external things, that they should follow the rules without question. But it never teaches them the real laws of the universe. It never tells them that their thoughts shape their reality. It never tells them that they can shift their vibration and change their circumstances. It never tells them that they are the cause of everything in their lives. Instead, people are taught that life happens to them, not because of them. They are told to seek answers outside themselves, to look to governments, religions, and so-called experts for guidance. This keeps them dependent. It keeps them from realizing that everything they need is already within them. The system does not just suppress true knowledge, it replaces it with distractions. It gives people spiritual teachings that sound good but have no real power. It encourages people to think positive without teaching them how to transmute negative energy. It tells them to trust the universe without explaining that they must also take action. It promotes instant gratification, telling people they can manifest anything without effort. Most modern spirituality is designed to make people feel good in the moment, but not to empower them in the long run. It encourages passivity instead of mastery. It keeps people waiting for change instead of creating it. And when they fail to get results, they are told they just need to believe harder or raise their vibration without any real understanding of what that means. This cycle of false teachings keeps people running in circles, searching for answers but never finding them. It keeps them trapped in illusion. Even when people come across real knowledge, most of them do nothing with it. They hear the truth, they feel inspired by it, but they do not apply it. Why? Because taking control of your life requires responsibility. It requires effort. It requires breaking free from old habits and beliefs. Most people are unwilling to face the truth because it means they can no longer blame anyone else for their problems. It means they must accept that their struggles are a result of their own choices, their own thoughts, their own energy. This is a hard truth to accept, and so many people choose to remain asleep. They continue to follow the path that has been laid out for them, believing the lies they have been told, staying within the limits that have been set for them. They remain passive, waiting for something external to change their lives, instead of realizing that the power has always been within them. Breaking free is not about rebellion against the system. It is not about blaming others or fighting external forces. It is about realizing that you are the architect of your life. Every thought, every emotion, and every action either reinforces your chains or shatters them. The question is, will you remain trapped, or will you reclaim your power? Modern spirituality has turned manifestation into a shallow concept, something that sounds easy, effortless, and instant. People are told they can simply visualize what they want, and the universe will deliver it to them. But this is a lie. True manifestation is not just about wishing for something. It is about aligning your entire being with what you desire. You cannot manifest abundance while vibrating in lack. You cannot manifest success while drowning in self-doubt. You cannot manifest transformation while refusing to change. Manifestation is not magic. It is the natural result of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with universal laws. Those who understand this do not hope for change. They become the change. Every outcome in life is a reflection of your inner world. If your thoughts are unclear, your results will be scattered. If your actions are inconsistent, your progress will be slow. If your energy is low, you will attract more struggle. The key to breaking free is aligning these three forces, thought, action, and energy, so they move in one direction. This means thinking with clarity and purpose. It means taking bold action rather than waiting for the perfect moment. It means raising your vibration by choosing empowering emotions instead of staying stuck in negativity. When all three align, reality begins to shift. Obstacles dissolve. Opportunities appear. What once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. If left unchecked, it will sabotage you with fear, doubt, and hesitation. But if trained, it will become a tool of unstoppable power. Mastering the mind is not about forcing positivity or suppressing negative thoughts. It is about discipline, awareness, and intentional focus. Daily practices like meditation, visualization, and focused intent sharpen the mind. Surrounding yourself with high-frequency environments and people strengthens your energy. Speaking only words that reinforce your vision keeps you aligned. The mind must be trained like a muscle, with consistency and effort. And as you refine your thoughts, actions, and energy, something incredible happens. You no longer feel controlled by external forces. You no longer chase after success. It flows to you naturally. You no longer wait for life to change. You change it. You have seen the illusion. You now understand the hidden forces that shape reality. But knowledge is only the beginning. True mastery requires going deeper, beyond the surface, beyond what is easily found, beyond what most are willing to explore. The world around you is designed to keep you distracted. It keeps you focused on superficial ideas, on shallow wisdom that sounds good but lacks true power. To break free, you must be willing to seek what others ignore. You must step into the depths of knowledge that few dare to explore. For those who are ready, the next step is clear. Go beyond what is given at the surface. Study deeply. Apply what you learn. Seek out the knowledge that has been buried. True power is not found in popular ideas or easy teachings. It is discovered through effort, discipline, and an unwavering desire for truth. The path forward is not for everyone, but for those who are willing, for those who refuse to accept the illusion. The journey leads to something far greater than most could ever imagine. The choice is yours. Will you take the next step? Join us and gain access to teachings that will empower you to reshape your reality. Discover the secrets that have been kept from the masses. Learn how to apply the forgotten wisdom that the world does not want you to know. Subscribe now and begin your journey into true mastery. The truth is waiting. Will you claim it?